So you broke up with him, and then you waited a little, and then he wanted to talk, or you wanted to talk. So you went and talked, okay? And now you're trying to make it work. And then all of a sudden, you're really anxious. You still feel uncertain. You're confused. It feels weird. You're breaking out. You're gaining weight. You have low confidence. That is literally your body signaling to you to get out. Straight up. I was called to make this video. I'm getting ready right now. I was called to make this video, and I thought I'd share because it's really difficult to accept. It's not easy to accept breakup, especially when you thought you were going to marry that person. It's very difficult. And something that you need to realize is that, yes, the love is genuine, sincere, and you planned your whole future together, and things were beautiful and magical, but the time is up. And it's normal. You just have to accept it. The worst thing that you can do is to go back, try and make it work, and then you just feel off. It just still doesn't feel right. You're not certain. You need reassurance. And one thing I realized is that you never have to ask someone for reassurance if they want to give it to you. You never have to ask for reassurance. Willingly providing reassurance themselves, you know? Whatever it is, like words of affirmations, that type of validation, time, the physical touch. How are they choosing to respect you? When somebody, okay, look, at the end of the day, you can't try to change anybody. No person is willing, no person has to change for you unless they want to. And that's one thing that you have to remember. You can't sit there and try to figure out their own problems, their own solution. Because look, maybe as much as they were a lesson for you, you were a lesson for them. And you probably treated them so well, and you're sitting with yourself thinking, why or how could they hurt me? Or how could this be over after everything that I've done for them? And you don't want to sit there and regret anything that you have done for them, from them, regardless of what they've done for you. Because in the end, that shows how you love. That shows how much love that you can give a person. And someone who's going to treat that as whatever and not value it to a point where you are feeling a pit in your stomach, you're so uncertain, you're confused, you don't know what, that's not worth it. Because someone who truly loves you and values you will show it. They're going to show you that they truly love you, that they truly respect you. And if you were trying to go back to them, and unless they are willing to change because they want you in your life, no one has to tell them to do anything. You vocalized, I'm sure, communicated what you need, what your needs are. And unless they willingly want to, it is not your place to tell them how to and what to do. Because the right person will automatically know how to do it, will automatically want to do it. No doubt in your mind. The second you have doubt in your head, it's literally your own body is telling you. Those feelings, you gotta listen to your feelings. And that's why I'm so heavy on strengthening your intuition. And by strengthening your intuition is by getting discipline. So as little as saying, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. to go get a workout in before I have to go to work. You go to sleep, your alarm's going off, and you're like, I need to sleep, like whatever, not today. That's not strengthening your intuition, because if you were to get up and actually do it because you said you were going to do it, that strengthens your intuition. And guess what? In the long run, your intuition will help you make choices in a relationship, in a friendship, any relationship, at your job, knowing your purpose, doing those things, being disciplined and pulling through with what you said you were going to do is the ultimate training for your intuition to get stronger. And that's probably why I love the gym so much and I love fitness, because once I've heard that, I was like, wow, like, it's honestly just another level of having like self-respect for yourself. I'm a personal trainer and I tell my clients all the time, look, you're not disappointing me when you don't show up, when you want to cancel. You're disappointing yourself. Because the second you try to think like, oh, me not going, it's disappointing someone else, it makes you feel less guilty that you canceled on your own plans to go and work out and move your body. If you actually allow yourself to own up to the fact that you're canceling on yourself, on making yourself better, then I respect you. That's so much more respected. Because at that point, when you shift your mindset into realizing that the choices that you make, the way that you react to situations, says more about your character than the circumstances that are happening to you. It's not like, why is this happening to me? What's happening to me? Like, oh my gosh. It's, okay, how am I going to react to this? How am I going to handle this? So you need to remember those things if you want to strengthen your intuition. Get disciplined. Start actually following through with what you say that you're going to do, and that will help you long term. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked though. We're talking about a relationship here. So look, I was in a situation where I broke up and then missed each other, of course, because it's so uncomfortable to go from talking to someone every single day, break up, and they're not dead. It's obviously heartbreak, but they're still living a life. You're just not in it anymore. You don't know what they're doing. You know, it's a loss, okay? And it definitely takes a toll on you. And that's one thing too. When you are breaking up, of course you want to text them. Of course you want to fix it. Like that one day or that few hours even where you guys go not talking, being like, yeah, we broke up. It's so hard. And the last thing you need to do is suppress those emotions. Stop trying to go out and drink and find a guy and try to fill the void. You don't want to do that. Another thing you don't want to do is post on social media. Okay, we've got planes, we got the leaf blowers, I'm sorry. Is posting on social media. You don't want to post on social media as a way to like rub in their face that you're out, like blah blah blah, like you're living your life, and you want them to see. You know what you're doing when you're trying to post right after a breakup. One thing I would encourage you to do is honestly unfollow them. Block them if you have to. Unfollow them and remove them as a follower. Because I get it. I used to have the same headspace, like, I want you to see me living my life. I want you to see me looking good. But no. If you can fully cut contact in that way for both ends, it is way more respected. And it's definitely going to make them think of you more. Can I just say that? It's going to make them think of you more. Of course, we love to hear that. But it's such a power move where you're mature enough to handle a situation like that. You don't want to go on social media posting shady little subtweets, posting posts as an indirect, you know, because like people honestly pick up on that. And you don't need to make that stuff anybody's business, honestly. Because at that point, you're just embarrassing yourself. And say you want them to respect you after a relationship, they're not going to respect you if you're throwing all this shade everywhere. It just helps them reassure them that they don't want to see you ever again in their life. So it's doing the complete opposite of getting their attention, sure, but not in the way that you desire it to be. It's useless. So don't do that. Another thing is sit with yourself. Be alone. Like, cry. If you're in the gym working out and you need to cry, go to the girls' bathroom. I don't know. Put a hat on. Cry. Go on a drive. Cry. Listen to sad music. Cry. Don't suppress anything. Feel all the emotions. Your friends you're obviously going to talk to your friends, and that's fine. You can confide in them and tell them literally everything and just like throw it all up and all your feelings. Cry it all out. That's normal. But at a certain point, you have to accept for what it is. And you need to realize too that some people are put in your life not to be there forever, but to teach you something. And maybe their time is up with you. And you just gotta be okay with that. And you know what? If you are somebody who knows what you deserve, knows your worth, I know it's hard because you probably have like a friendship with them and it's such a strong bond. And it's 10 years, no matter how long you've been with them, sometimes people are only put in your life to teach you a lesson. They show you exactly what you don't want in a man. You learn lessons from these people that you date. You learn lessons. They're all a lesson to learn from. Every friendship is a lesson to learn from. And once you accept it as that, of course you can cry. Of course there's so many emotions tied to it. But in the end, they're a lesson for you. And it's going to be okay. The best thing you can do after a relationship is to start pouring into yourself completely. Buy yourself flowers. Go work out. Clean eating. Journal. Go hang out with your friends. It doesn't have to be going out to the bars, getting messed up. No, that's like the opposite of what you want to do. You want to try to avoid as much like drinking as possible. Like if you think that you have to get like fucked up on a night out after you've just got broken up with to hide the noise, to not feel anything, that's the worst thing you can do, because you wake up the next morning feeling even more like shit. You feel terrible. And it's like the anxiety, you don't want to do that to yourself. At a certain point, you can get back into it. But if you try to fill the void of those emotions with drinking or whatever, it honestly is going to come back and bite you in the ass. Let yourself feel all the emotions. Let it all out. Let it all feel. Realize that this is happening to you for a reason. You get to learn something out of this. Regardless of what they did to you, whether they cheated on you, whether it just didn't work out, it was wrong timing. And maybe you have had conversations where you've tried to resolve things and you try to make it work again and it just doesn't. Just realize, okay, if I'm still in my head, then maybe it's just not meant to be. You wouldn't be feeling anxious and tense and like so in your head and feeling crazy if it was meant to work out. After you've broken up and you try to talk again, you wouldn't be feeling those emotions. If they really wanted to, they would change. They would shift things to make you at ease, to make you feel, okay, they actually are willing to give it a try. But if they're not, you cannot force somebody to do it. It is so much easier to actually stand on your decision of breaking up, feel sad, suffer, it hurt, than to stay in a relationship with someone and continuously be in your head and suffer then. Because at that point, that's just setting you up to break up a little like down the road. But you're just allowing yourself to feel more pain for longer. Just let yourself feel pain temporarily. Whether it takes 2 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, it's okay. It's better than that than to try and stay with them. Get it all in a big problems rolling into a big ball just for it all to just explode again. And you're bound to anyways heal for 3 more months. However long you need. But trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Strengthen your intuition. Do it for you. At the end of the day, we all die alone. That sounds so sad. We all die alone, and it's a blessing. Because when you start pouring into yourself, and you do so much for yourself in a way where you're just respecting yourself, the next person's going to come around and respect you even more when you start to focus on yourself. Because the second you start prioritizing you, another person's going to come around and be like, wow, she has so much self-respect for herself. I need to level up. And trust me, the next man is going to level up because you decided to love yourself and make yourself have such a high standard that you deserve to have. Because if you can treat yourself so right, you're never, ever, ever, first of all, you're never going to let another man treat you any less than the way you treat yourself. So pour into yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't let this break you. Don't let them think that they have that power over you. At the end of the day, you literally only have yourself, and anybody can get up and leave at any moment that they want. They can leave at any moment that they want. And whatever, they can say whatever they want, but in the end, always, always, always prioritize yourself. In the relationship, whatever, if you're not even broken up with and you're watching this anyways, even if you're in a relationship now, I hope that you are still prioritizing your time and the things that you do for yourself, and you're getting yourself pretty, and you're still going to hang out with your friends, and you're having your girls' night, and you're still being like, okay, I'm busy tonight, like, I'm doing this for myself. I'm going to the gym right now. No, I can't come at this time. I have to come at that time because I'm going to the gym. You're pouring into yourself first. The second that you start to give a man a lot of attention is the second he starts to stop giving you attention. Always, always give yourself the most attention, because if you prioritize yourself more than him, oh my gosh, he's gonna like keep continuously fight for you, and you want to keep him on his toes forever. You want to keep that spark there, that for that entire relationship. You don't want that spark to go. That spark stays when you continue to pour into yourself first. Be like, wow, she respects herself so much. Trust me, the relationship dynamic is so much different when you start to pour into yourself first. So, if you're in a breakup, this is your time to literally go ghost. Don't be posting crazy on any social media. Go ghost and literally lock in. Lock in. Be the best version of yourself. And they're going to be like, wow. And if you know you did nothing wrong, you gave all your love to somebody, trust me, you're going to get the glow up, not them. And if you follow these little guidelines of actually pouring into yourself now, like this is your time to focus on you. Stop checking what he's doing. Just mute all of his friends. If you follow any of his friends, mute them all. Ask your friends after you've stopped talking about and you've let it all out. Ask your friends, please don't mention anything about his business. I don't want to know. Trust. Focus on you. Focus on you so much that your standards just go up. And you will not allow any of that back into your life. Because guess what? You don't got to ask anybody how to treat you. Because somebody out there is there that will do it willingly without having to be asked. Somebody out there doesn't need to be asked to treat you like a queen. So just remember that. And honestly, you get to focus on yourself. Like, what? Worth up. Get your worth up, girl. Say affirmations. Tell yourself you're beautiful, you're strong, you're confident, you are that girl. You're mesmerizing. I'm singing to myself as I speak. I'm really recording, Yeah, like people might think I'm crazy, but I don't care. This is my life. This is my life. I get to love myself the most. And I hope that you guys, everyone watching, that you guys love yourselves the most. Don't let no man make you think like, how are you going to love yourself most? Like, you're so self-centered, babe. I don't care. This is my life, not yours. If they're worried, if people are talking negative about you, they got their own insecurities. You really got nothing to stress about when you hear somebody trying to pour on your downfall. Wait. Right? Like if they're trying to project negativity to you. Like what? Like sad. That's super sad. But I'm too like obsessed with myself to really care. Like I know I'm beautiful. I know my worth. I know I'm smart. People have opinions, whatever. To each their own. This is life. It's never that deep. It's all a game. Treat life as a game. It's all a test. Like, can you overcome it? And when you overcome a level, boom, unlock the next. You're more advanced, advanced, advanced. That's like your standards. Don't let nobody walk all over you. Don't let nobody treat you any less than you know that you deserve. And especially when you start pouring into yourself, ooh, no one will treat you any less than the way that you treat yourself. So treat yourself the way that you would want someone else to treat you, but times 10. So treat yourself to the ultimate highest standard for yourself. Create that standard. In the meantime of you in that breakup phase, create that standard. Do not let anything make you feel less than what you are because you're a queen. And when you do those things and you start to focus on yourself, you don't have to chase and look for another man because that man will come. The right one will come. Not in the timing you might want it, sure, but you don't have to look. When you start literally focusing on yourself, abundance comes into your life. Insane abundance. I promise you. But stop looking for any of it. You look for, no, you don't even have to look. You find that attracts to you. It's a magnet to you naturally without your effort when you start pouring into yourself. Just watch and see. I just had to say that. Wow. I think we ate, but yeah. Just remember to love yourself, you guys. You deserve it. And that's the only way you're going to attract a man who's actually going to treat you like a queen. When you treat yourself like a queen first and prioritize that. And stop worrying about men. Worry about yourself. This is your life. Mwah. I love you.